There's a lot of conditions in this.
What are you talking about?
You're under the blinded one right now. Put your glasses on.
Whoa.
In this week's video, we're going to be discussing the different conditions that can happen to your character in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Welcome to the Blue Dragon Guild. I'm Baron.
And I'm Mackenzie.
And this is Ash. Conditions in D&D are something that you don't want to have happen to you as a player because they're a huge hindrance. But if you can do it to the enemy, they're great.
Huge advantage.
Conditions, they alter a creature's capabilities in so many different ways. There are 14 conditions that can happen to you. Let's go over them.
The first one starting off is blinded. If you've blinded a creature, kind of, self-explanatory, they can't see what's going on to them. When a creature does become blind, it automatically fails any ability that requires sight.
Yep.
So, if you're making perceptions checks, it just doesn't happen. There's no way to see it. It isn't going to be able to. And it also has its attack rolls will have disadvantage. So you'll still be able to attack, but you'll roll and take the lower score to see what actually happens.
Yep, you're just out there swinging.
Swinging blindly.
Next up, the charmed condition. A creature that's been charmed can't attack or do any harmful magic effects against the one that charmed them. And as the charmer, you have advantage on social interactions with them.
Now, the next one we have is deafened. Kind of like blindness, pretty self-explanatory. You can no longer hear anything that's going on, which at times this can be helpful. Some people cast certain spells, may not affect
Vicious
them.
mockery.
Cannot hear it. Won't happen. Won't catch any of the negative effects of that.
Yep, so in the game, it may be helpful because you automatically fail any
Right.
check that involves
The sound.
having to hear something, so...
You might be clear.
Yep.
Very, very situational, but always know that to your advantage.
Yeah. Next up, the frightened condition. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and the creature can't willingly move closer to that creature.
We experienced that.
We experienced that in our game this past Sunday. We went up against the Dragon Night Scale, as we've mentioned several times on the channel.
Yeah.
Two of us, I believe it was Chris and myself,
Yeah.
we failed the Frightful Presence, and it definitely hindered us.
I remember you were trying to move. It's like, no, you can't go there. Okay, if I went here, no, you can't go there. Can I go here? No, then you're blocked from can't see it. Alrighty.
Yeah.
The next condition is grappled, meaning, you've grabbed onto something, you're holding on to it. Its speed basically just becomes 0,
Yep.
and it can't move. Now, being grappled, you can still attack because you're still close to them, and they can still attack you and try to break the grapple because they can't just, move away while dragging you unless their opposing grapple breaks them free.
Yep. The conditions also ended if a effect like Thunder Wave, which pushes everything,
It would
pulls
break
it away. Yeah.
Break the grapple that's going on. We had another thing with that with Night Scale. When one of our characters, Tommy's character, was grappled by Night Scale going up, we thought, well, we had to get him back down. You Thorn whipped him to pull him down. The DM made a ruling of, okay, well, you've crit hit him to pull him down.
Yeah.
And it was, okay, well, you also have to break the opposing grapple because the dragon did have a grapple on Tommy's character, but not on Baron's character. All worked out the same.
Yeah, in that situation, Dave ruled it as my spell attack versus
It's grapple.
opposing its
Yeah.
grapple
So it's very interesting.
was how we pulled that off. Whether that's the official ruling or even allowed technically by game rules, it was a spur of the moment rule of cool, and
Always
I
welcome.
I crit Tommy with the Thorn Whip, and then he fell to the ground. So
it was good.
It was fun. The next condition, super easy, incapacitated. A incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
Can't do anything. It's incapacitated.
Yep.
It's just laying there.
Yep.
That's about it. The next one we have is invisibility. A invisible creature is impossible to see without the aid of magic or any special sense. Basically, the attack rolls against the creature have disadvantage, and the creature's attack rolls have advantage.
The next condition, paralyzed. A paralyzed creature is incapacitated. see that condition that we mentioned earlier, they can't move or speak. They automatically fail strength and dex saving throws, and attacks against them have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. And sometimes your cat jumps out of the chair and waddles away.
Frightened. Ah! Next up, we have petrified. Basically, the character just becomes unable to move, stops, most of the time turns into a stone, even the equipment or whatever they're carrying or holding. The creature is incapped. See the condition, which will come, which we stated earlier. Sorry. Yep. They can't move or speak and is unaware of its surroundings. Attack rolls against this creature has advantage. They automatically fail every strength and dex save. The creature has resistance to all damage, though, which could be helpful, but these conditions are not. The creature is immune to poison and disease. So, once again, there's some bad give and take, but overall, don't want those advantages to be petrified.
Although, with the poison and disease, if it's already in the system, it's just suspended. It's not neutralized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When a creature becomes petrified, they're transformed into like a solid, usually stone, if we're thinking about like basilisks or cockatrice, however you want to say it.
Just kind of just freezes them, Medusa style.
Yeah, Medusa, that's the other one. Petrified is something that I don't think we've ever encountered in any of our 5th edition games. Next up, the poison condition. Poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. So you need to make that perception check to see what's going on, hear what's coming behind you. You have disadvantage on it if you're poisoned.
And it's crazy because it's all ability checks. Some of them just kind of stop some. This one, it's nope, you're done with all of them.
Yep.
That's wild.
Say it's along the lines of like your system is weakened by the poison, and I think that's the thought process behind it, which makes sense.
It's kind of like when you're sick and you're like everything seems slightly harder than what it actually is. So you're poisoned, it's much harder.
Yeah.
Then you might actually take damage too. Next up, we have prone. When they have fallen prone or down into basically kind of not to be confused with incap. Prone, you're still just laying there. You're not totally out. You can only crawl is your option unless you stand up and therefore in the condition. The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. Everybody has advantage on attack rolls to it within a 5-foot radius. If you're doing a range where you're laying down, there's less of you to hit than there would be if you're just standing up. So you do take a disadvantage on that.
Yeah. So you archers and you spell attackers, you're gonna have disadvantage on this roll.
Melee guys, you're right up close. Hey, go for it.
Next up is the restrained condition. This kind of goes hand in hand with grapple, because grapple, at least in the instances we've encountered it, usually leads to restraint. A restrained creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Yep, that's opposed to the grapple one where they're just right up on you and it's straight attacking as normal.
Yep. And the creature has disadvantage on dex saving throws. So in the instance of the grapple, I think technically the rules go you are both restrained.
Okay.
Because with Dave's grappler character that he made, that was a big part of it. He was like, well, I'm doing this so you guys all have advantage.
Right.
His disadvantage and my disadvantage cancel each other out, so our attacks are just the regular roll. So
I like that.
It was really fun. You weren't there for a lot of that character, but they cleaned a lot of my boss fights up with that.
Just holding them down.
Just holding them down, beating the crap out of them. Yep.
Next up, we have stunned. A stunned creature is incapacitated, as we talked about before. It can't move and it can't speak very well, kind of in like a shock.
Yeah.
The creature automatically fails strength and dex saves again, and its attack rolls against that creature all have advantaged. The way to think about this is basically just the character's kind of almost dizzy, kind of taken back, not paying attention to what's going on surrounding because it's like, I need to get what's going on correctly here.
Yeah, the monk has an ability, I cannot remember the specific name of it at the moment, it will cause the stun condition.
That's cool.
And we had our friend Travis, whenever he played with us for a little bit, he played a monk, and he tried to do that with every single enemy we fought, and it helped the party out. Same as kind of like the restrained. I mean, it gives people advantage.
Conditions can do a lot of good, a lot of bad, as stated. So it's pretty fun.
Yeah. And the last condition on the list is unconscious. And unconscious creatures, incapacitated. They can't move, speak, and they're unaware of their surroundings.
No clue what's going on.
They drop whatever they're holding, and they fall prone. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws.
Happens a lot.
Attack rolls against them have advantage, and any attack that hits the creature is a critical if the attacker is within 5 feet.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
So basically, if you're asleep, I'm pretty sure technically you're unconscious. Yeah. All of this will apply. There are a few things that will cause you to go unconscious in the game. Sleep, for instance, I think technically makes you...
It goes to unconscious.
Goes to unconscious, yeah. So, as is Mackenzie's signature move, sleep...
I'm going to get some credit hits. I don't know if I've been paying attention. Probably because I just put him to sleep and then I go, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's about all. Conditions
in the game are... sometimes you see more of some than others. Mm-hmm. I really don't think we as players utilize any of these conditions as much as we probably should. I mean...
They get happen to us. We get poisoned a lot. We tried to. You can get petrified. Make this... It's a con save, I believe, to not get petrified.
It depends on what's doing it to you.
So, you get a lot of those and you have to... It seems to happen more to us than we actually do it to them.
Yeah.
Sleep to make them unconscious, sure.
Yeah.
Grapple, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if stun, like you said, ever really happening.
Yeah.
It may come up more in your game.
Yeah. So there's so many that I think we just gloss over, and until they happen to us as players, we don't really think about them. So
this might be a thing that's underutilized in most campaigns. At least it sounds like it is in ours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start finding things that cause this more often.
Yeah.
To see how well it works.
Yeah. Stunned is definitely one that I'm gonna look into.
Yeah, we're looking at that one.
So
more unconscious, more getting ready to take Shield Master, which doing the hit with the shield, it will knock them prone. So getting ready to use that more to my advantage. Let you know how it goes.
Yeah. So, and I believe you had mentioned, as we're getting higher in level, as are many of the monsters that we're fighting, so sleep is not pulling as much weight as it did when we were a lower level. So I think you said you were going to switch that out.
We'll take some Fairy Fire to combat against invisibility, because it happens so often that to be able to see it, and so it doesn't get all that advantage, and we get all the disadvantage.
Yeah, with my Warlock, I'm gonna take a deeper look at a lot of the spells to see see what I can add in there. So this has been a quick look at the conditions in 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Let us know down in the comments below how conditions have either helped you as a player or harmed you as a player.
And if you would like more D&D content, please hit the like and subscribe and ring the bell to get all the notifications upon our next video. And as always, keep the dice rolling.